It's time now to recap the week's domestic headlines.
Our Yoo Li-an is here with us.
Thank you very much for that. The 2014 World Cup has been hogging the headlines here in Korea as well. Now, 중앙일보 headline reads from 1954 to 2014, World Cup, a chance for hope. Now, the photo right below is actually a photo that dates back to the night just before the 1954 World Cup when Korea beat Japan 5-1 in the Asian preliminaries. This was when Korea was struggling to recover from the Korean War. And the article notes that when Korea beat Japan, the very country that colonized and ruled Korea, the Korean people were given fresh hope. Now, the paper compares the hard times back in the 50s to Korea of today, when the country is reeling from the April ferry disaster that's left more than 300 people dead or missing. Now, the paper cites an expert who says the World Cup could be a chance to uplift the country's low spirits. Now, staying with the World Cup, but looking at some state-of-the-art technology. A 조선일보 headline here reads, Germany's tank corps grows stronger with big data. Now, the tank corps is actually how Koreans refer to a Germany soccer team. Now, the blue 4 dots seen here, 2 on the shoulder and 2 on the knees, indicate where the sensors are attached to collect data on the player, such as velocity, the heart rate, and also the direction of shooting by the minute. Now, as you can see, all the data is being sent to a central server, which is where it is analyzed, then sent to the coach's tablet PC. The coach then came up with proper training methods and tactics and even calculated the chance of a specific player making a successful pass or goal. Now, it's been exactly 59 days since the tragic Seoul ferry disaster, and still the tragic stories continue to break our hearts. Now, the title of this story, with a headline that says, "A mom, dad, brother, all dead, a 7-year-old youngest son represents mourning family." Now, you see on the right here the photo of the family of the 4, and like the headline says, the boy is actually the only remaining survivor. And also the photo below, taken by a survivor, shows his mother holding onto a life jacket inside the ferry during the time of the accident. She reportedly asked crewmen to make an announcement about finding her youngest son, and only when she heard that he was safely rescued out of the ferry did she put on the life jacket. Her body was found in the sunken ferry days after the accident. The bodies of the boy's older brother and father were found drifting in waters around the site of accident days and weeks later. Now, the 7-year-old boy stands alone at the mortuary with his uncle seen in the photo here. And I'll leave it at that for this week's look at stories from the Korean dailies.